Fire away.
Brian Barefield, Houston Style Magazine. Coach, can you talk about the defense? This is the fourth week in a row that in the second half your team has only allowed 9 points, and a day they had 5 turnovers.
Yeah, the defense, we talk about those takeaways all the time, and our defense just kept hanging in there. And, we needed to score more points while we had our chances to do it with those takeaways. But, it's a team game, and we did enough, both sides of the ball, to win. I think that's going to be the start of a pretty good rivalry between Houston and Dallas, and I know they'll be ready when they come back on Thursday night late.
Coach, do you plan to differentiate your offense to become less dependent on Cam Phillips? If so, how would you differentiate your offense?
Basically, I call the same plays every week, and the defense can take away a player if they want to. And that's kind of, they were double teaming him a lot. So the ball's going to go to different people within the offense. And that, I don't know how many catches Nick had today, but Raheem made 2 big plays at the end to get first downs, and PJ made good throws.
If you raise your hand, I'll track you down for this one.
Hey, Coach. Sam Mays with the franchise in Oklahoma City. Walker is an incredible player, and I'm sure you saw some of this in camp and before the season got started, but you've got to be a little bit surprised at the playmaking ability that he has. I mean, he's really stand out this year.
He's done a great job. I am not surprised by his playmaking ability. I witnessed it when he was an 18-year-old freshman against me when he was at Temple, and I can remember it got my attention so much I walked over and introduced myself to him after the game. And he's a playmaker, like you said, and he's trying to stay within the offense to make those plays too. And the last 2 throws to get first downs to end the game, that's what the great ones do. And they looked simple, they looked easy, but he completed them.
Coach, to your right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Art Garcia, XFL.com. You talked about the defense there a little bit, but can you talk about that first quarter, those 3 interceptions, and how that kind of set the tone, and then finishing it off with a couple takeaways in the fourth?
Yeah, it definitely set the tone, and it was disappointing that we only got 6 points on those 3 takeaways. And I thought that was going to come back to haunt us when it happened. That's usually what happens, but the defense just kept hanging in there, and we made some big plays and got some more chances. And PJ made a couple big throws to get a couple touchdowns for us, and hey, we took advantage. It was a team game, and it was a team win for sure.
Coach, you all were right here. Coach, you all were 0 for 5 on third downs in the first half, but you picked it up and ended up being 6 of 13. I know that's kind of been a thorn in your side. What did you all do in the second half to pick that up?
Well, I call plays differently than probably most guys. I mean, we're throwing for touchdowns on 3rd and 1 to 2 rather than trying to get the first down. And that's part of kind of what we do, and we didn't make those plays. We had a couple chances to make them, but we didn't make them, and so everybody knows you got to keep the chains moving, and we got a little better in the second half.
Joseph Hoy for the Dallas Morning News. You already pointed out the fact that you only scored 6 points off of those first 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
This Dallas defense has kind of been doing that all season long, really kind of buckling down when it matters most. What can you kind of say about their defensive performance tonight?
I was impressed with their defensive scheme and the way they attacked us. They did a good job. Like I said, this league is so evenly matched. Anybody can beat anybody, and we were lucky to win tonight. Fortunate for that last turnover. I mean, that last turnover goes right down to that.
Coach John with Arlington Citizen Media, you learn from losing, but you haven't done that this season. What are you guys doing forward to try to just continue to get better?
Well, we got to get better, everywhere. To be quite honest, we allowed them to run the ball pretty efficiently in the first part of the game. Fortunately, we got those picks, but they were ripping us pretty good. And then offensively, just some base things. Our offensive line busted, which is bothersome. So we got to get those things fixed.
Any other questions, Coach? If not, we've got PJ.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming.